How's it going, beautiful people? It's been a while. It's been so long I actually have facial hair on me. Alright, quick update. This is another Cooking with Jesse. Even though I'm not gonna tell you what we're cooking. You're gonna have to find out for yourself when I tell you what exactly to do. It's just gonna be a few simple steps, that's all. It should be a quicker video as it's a simple dinner. Some people would say it only takes one step, but that'd be a little weird. So anyway, we have Gracie here. Oh, I forgot. Hold on, it's been so long. Oh, I can't change the screen. Okay, so we're gonna get started. The first step you need to do: preheat the oven to 425. That's not the one step that people said you could just have as one step. That's another step. So yeah, you can tell this is unscripted when I have no idea what I'm talking about at all. So I'm gonna pause this and we'll be right back with our second step. All right, now that the oven is preheated to 425, you're gonna want to grab a bowl. Okay, grab a bowl. Grab 2 eggs. You're going to want a stick of butter. Don't forget your chocolate chips. You can add a little bit of cinnamon as you want. So we're going to go through these few steps together, okay? So if you want to grab a bowl, I got my bowl right here. This should be all focused on me because I don't want you to know what I'm making, okay? So I got the bowl. We're going to go to the fridge. We're going to grab, what did I say, the butter. I think I put the chocolate chips in here for some reason. Alright, so butter. Got the butter. Alright, chocolate chips are right here. I'm gonna grab 2 eggs. Kristen's looking at me like, what are you doing? Okay, so I'll get to that in a second. I'm not gonna make this with cinnamon. Okay. But you can. Oh. Got the chocolate chips. They weren't in the fridge. Alrighty, so we're gonna start with 2 eggs. We're gonna crack them into the bowl. The stick of butter, it doesn't actually have to be a stick. You're only gonna use, not a cup, a tablespoon of butter. So you use a tablespoon of butter. What else did I just say? 2 eggs. Chocolate chips, you can put as many as you want, doesn't matter. So once you get that, you're going to stir it all together. You can melt the butter if that makes it easier. Our kitchen's just so hot with the oven preheating right now that doesn't really matter. So yeah. Oh, and then you're going to want milk. I almost forgot the milk. So what that does is that gives a little bit of flavor. You're just using this as a mixing formula, I guess. I don't know. And then you're going to grab flour. I'll have to double check how much flour we're going to use, but I think it's 2 cups of flour. So yeah, once we get that, I'll come back. We'll finish out the rest of the steps because we have to get this in the oven. Right now, everybody's probably thinking, what are you making? Chocolate chip cupcakes? Not really, because this is something you can eat for dinner. So we just haven't got to the other part yet. And we're going to get there. We're going to get through this together. We're going to cook together. Okay? Alright, we'll be back. Alright, I moved to another part of the kitchen. So, once we have that all stirred together, I don't think I said how much cups of milk we need. You need 2 cups of milk. I might have left that step out. After that, you're going to use 2 cups of flour. You're going to stir that in. And then you're going to have to have cornstarch. And we're going to use 4 cups of cornstarch for that. Okay, so once we get that all blended together, then we're going to have to get a, what is that called? Oh, I hope you have cupcake trays, because you're going to pour it into the cupcakes trays. But like I said, we're not actually making cupcakes. So yeah. And then once we do that, so you're going to pour it into the cupcake trays, It might take a couple times. The baking wise, it's gonna be about like 10 minutes or so until it's like super fluffy. But yeah, so it's gonna pay off. It's gonna be really good. What else? I'm sorry, this is not the most exciting thing. I'm trying to make it a little more exciting because you're not seeing what I'm doing. I'm trying to just guide you through. It's more like a podcast type cooking episode, I guess, because you're more listening to me and just looking at my ugly mug and the mop on my head. I can't wait to get a haircut tomorrow. Alright, we'll be back once again. We're going to take this time just to have a Gracie Appreciation, 30 seconds or so. As everybody likes to remember, this is our little baby, aka 2 Scoops Then Poops. So shout out to Nate, my dad's co-worker, and Ben Cole, and PJ Thomas. A lot of the usuals who always ask where my Cooking with Jesse is on a regular basis. My dad's co-worker Nate came up to me and he said, "Why'd you stop calling Gracie 2 Scoops Then Poop?" And I said, "Well, I usually only call her that when I'm feeding her because it's 2 scoops of dog food and then some rice, obviously, and then it's, after we eat dinner we have to go out and she needs to poop." So that's the story behind it. It was really random. I said it one day and it seems like everybody loves it, and Gracie hates it. Fun fact, I never set a timer for what we're making, so I have to just keep an eye on it. And man, my phone is just messing up so bad right now. The audio is probably all off from what I'm talking about. See if it catches up. It's not catching up. Oh, we're having technical problems. I'm sorry, buddy. I just totally remembered we haven't done a quarantine update. So, we're in the green phase. It means that we're somewhat back to normal life. Not really, because we still have to wear a mask everywhere. But we're allowed to eat in restaurants again. So that's nice. I think it's like 50% capacity. 6 feet apart. Blah, 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 blah. What else? Work's getting busy again. Because everything from our supposed spring market that was pretty much canceled thanks to our governor not allowing real estate to work for some odd reason. We were like the only state where this was the thing. So now our spring market is like this summer market and it's super busy. So I'm really busy helping my boss out. What movies and TV shows have we been watching? We got done season 2 of Ozark. We started season 3. Then I got distracted wanting something nicer, funnier, more lighthearted. So we started binging Full House. I think we're on like season 5 or something. Becky and Jesse just had the kids. So it's pretty funny. It's weird to hear Uncle Jesse so much because that's what kids at either West Town, where I used to work, or babysitting, some of the kids would call me Uncle Jesse because of Fuller House coming out, and it's been funny just to hear that. And then we just watched Hamilton. Kristen and I saw Hamilton, the live tour in Philly about in October of 2019, so not too long ago. It was really good. So now that we were watching it again on Friday and this weekend, it was great to see what happened on the left side of the stage because we had like a limited view. So we just couldn't see like King Charles sitting there at one point. King George. Why do I always think of King Charles? I don't know. That's about it. Nothing else we've been... We'll eventually finish season 3 of Ozark. We'll get back into that. And Kristen's doing summer camp from home where she does more work for summer camp, it seems, than she did for the end of the school year. It's crazy. But she's a trooper. She's great. I love her. Shout out to Kristen. She's not amused. She's like, please stop talking about me. Alright, let's check on the food. Alright, so I moved out of the kitchen because they say if you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen or something. I think I got that right. anyway, hot. We're deciding not to have the air on because there's a nice breeze coming through, and it's not like 100 degrees or with the real feel or anything. It's probably real feel of 80 something. Not too bad. But yeah, so everything you're baking right now I keep saying baking. Is baking technically cooking, or is cooking baking? Baking cooking? I think I had this debate before when I did some like brownies and cookies and stuff. So anyway, whatever's in the oven, that should be in the oven for 10 minutes. Or I said until it's like fluffy, you know, how fluffy you're gonna want it. So yeah, but you're definitely gonna enjoy it. This was different. You know, you have to switch it up. You know, I just wanted it to be a surprise and want your taste buds to just go crazy with the sensation. Once it cools down, obviously, because it's really hot in the oven right now. So yeah, we're just gonna be waiting for the big reveal now. So it's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, we're done baking. It's been like 10 minutes. Is everybody ready for the big reveal? First, I want you to guess what you think we made. Like I said, it's not cupcakes. You can definitely tell that. Okay? Especially because I don't know if you put cornstarch in cupcakes or not. Alright? Christian, want to give us a drum roll? And voila! We've made bagel bites. Surprise! Gotcha! So disclaimer, please don't do any of those instructions of what I told you to do and bake. I have no idea. I was just totally guessing and just wanted to pull everybody's leg. So yeah, this was a special edition of making bagel bites. The only reason we're doing this is tonight, because Kristen loves bagel bites, so do I. And I'm gonna go catch up with some people at 8 o'clock. Even though I won't really eat much there. Just want to have a little room for a little snack at 8 or so. So anyway, just making a couple of bagel bites. But I thought this was a honestly stupid idea that I really wanted to try out and see what people thought. And yeah, now I'm going to go yell at my dog for scaring the absolute heck out of me. So this has been Cooking with Jesse. And I think I'm going to try and come back and do it tomorrow night as well with some actual cooking. And it'll be with Kristen's assistance because I won't know what I'm doing, like, at all. So we'll see you there. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hot.